All right, we've got the recording started. Welcome, everybody, to the Happy Coffee Zoom. My name is Warren Hoover, and I'm coming at you from Fort Worth, Texas tonight. We're super excited to have you on. I see we got a bunch of people on here from all over the country. Let's do a quick roll call, and let's find out about two things. First off, where are you watching in from tonight? And secondly, how you heard about the Happy Coffee and the Happy Coffee team. So let's start with, let's see here. I see Ryan's phone. You always have Ryan's iPhone over there. She's on there. Why don't you tell us real quick your name, where you're watching in from, and how you first heard about the Happy Coffee.
I am from Castleton, North Dakota. I heard about you through my friend Janae, whose brother is Garth.
Oh, perfect. Awesome. Well, welcome. How about the Baileys there in Branson, Missouri? You got your camera on? Can you? Oh, there she is.
Hi. How you guys doing? Yeah, good morning. So excited to be on this call again. Hope everybody had a great weekend, great holiday, and we're excited to get started. So we heard about the business with Keith and Katie, came to our house, made us a cup of coffee, and just talked about how excited they are and had the instant gratification results and thought, all right, we're in. How does this work? That's all it took. So yeah, we're excited to be on this call and share with everybody how we can help everybody else do the same thing.
Perfect. Awesome. Thanks so much. How about Mr. Franklin? I think Mr. Franklin's usually out there in Las Vegas. Phil, can you hear us? See if I can unmute him real quick. Nope, I don't think so. How about Mr. Conklin?
Yeah, hi, Warren. This is Rick from Fort Myers, Florida, and I'm excited about the Happy Coffee Elevate. I was introduced to the product by Terry Perez out of Houston, Texas, my direct sponsor. Me and Brownie Foster out of DeLand area teamed up, partnered up to do this business, and we love the products. And we plan to do big things in the future with the company.
Awesome. Welcome, Rick. Thanks so much for that. How about I see Mr. Don up there. Don, where are you watching in from tonight?
I'm calling in from Salem, Oregon. Big Don from Oregon. And my sponsor was the aforementioned Rick Conklin.
Awesome.
Which I've known him for over 30 years, an outstanding man.
Awesome.
Happy to be on the call.
Great. Well, welcome. We're glad to have you on as well. Very, very cool. Well, listen, guys, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do a little bit of training and talk about these Zooms, how to utilize these Zooms, how to help build your team, help move product sales and all that stuff. We have all of it in place to help you with the tools. So the Happy Coffee team, we are not your run-of-the-mill team, I guess is the easiest way to put it. We got a lot of professional marketers on here, a lot of people that know what they're doing, a lot of people that have done some big things in the past, a lot of people that are doing some big things in the company currently. So what we have here is we want to go over some training, and I'm going to open it up first just to some Q&A and kind of find out what's on your guys' minds. If you have any questions about how to use these Zooms, maybe around the funnels, we'll talk about how we're utilizing them and how it's working, and just kind of go from there. And we'll keep this one, maybe to about 30 minutes or so, and just kind of make it more of a team training tonight. That way you can figure out exactly how to utilize this stuff with the tools and everything we have in place. So does anybody have any questions for me or for Zachlina or any of the leaders that are on here on utilizing these Zooms or the funnels, things like that, on maybe some things that you're confused about? Just don't be shy. And if you feel like you've got something or you just don't quite understand, I guarantee you're not the only person that's thinking that way as well. So does anybody have any questions they'd like to start with on that end? See, they're going to be shy. You're going to be shy. I see it. Yeah. She's grinning at me. All right. Well, then no big deal.
Hey, Warren, I just want to share that Terry and I are getting ready to release that training page. Remember how we did on one of the Zoom calls? We showed everybody kind of when you sign up, what do I do next? So we're just getting ready to release that, and hopefully I can work with Terry with that on this week. So I'm really excited to share that with everybody because, you know, when somebody joins a business, it's exciting, but it can be overwhelming. What do I do next? Where do I go? What do I have to buy? What websites do I have to sign up for? How does this work? So we really want to simplify that. And I think that it makes it easier for all of you and all of us as leaders to guide your people in the right direction, exactly what to do next. So sharing the product is simple. I mean, giving somebody a cup of coffee and getting a sample in their hand. Once they have it in their hand and once they try it, the product sells itself. But we just want to make sure we are good with our follow-up and really good on getting it in people's hands. And that's basically what Terry and I are working on, is how to guide people in the right direction of where all your tools are available and where you can find all your materials. So just to keep everything simple, we'll probably have that ready for this week. I know our next Zoom call, we really want to focus on bringing more people to the call so we can introduce them to this product. But I would probably say on Wednesday's Zoom, or maybe even on Thursday's Zoom, hopefully we'll have all those materials ready for everybody to have. So it's exciting on this team that we do have tools that other teams don't have. And I think we should all just be really proud of that and embrace that, because that helps us build the business. And when I'm talking about tools, I'm talking about team websites. I'm talking about this system that Warren has put together and worked so hard on it. Also doing these Zoom calls, you know, just going over and above, but it's all about getting the product in people's hands so they can try it and introducing everybody to this opportunity. So just want everybody to know about that. We are working on putting that package together for everybody. So anybody that does join our team, it kind of helps them excel and move forward and helps them build their business and do it the right way.
Awesome. I mean, it's very, very true. It's very overwhelming when somebody gets started for the first time. The key is just to keep the main thing. And the main thing here is to keep getting coffee in people's hands. And like she said, letting it sell itself from that standpoint. So one of the things that's always helped me in the past is just gaining curiosity, get people curious about the product, whether it's your post through Facebook, Instagram, what have you, getting people curious about this product, because there are a lot of people that drink coffee. We all know that. And flat out, if you could drink a coffee that is a smarter coffee, I hate to use the word stronger. I mean, it seems like it works better than your normal coffee. But when you have a product like that people can take that does a better job than the coffee they're used to, plus curb their appetite and who knows what else it's going to help them with, then you just want to you want to get curiosity out there, and people will start hitting you up. And Zach Lena's talked about that on a lot of trainings. She's very, very good at that. And then, like she said, the fortune's in the follow-up, where you get people. And the key is, once you get them curious about it, all you have to then do is take them to the next step. I mean, I think of it like a baseball game. You know, getting people curious is getting them to first base, getting them to say, hey, what is this thing? What do you keep talking about that? Getting them to first base, and then progressing them to second base. Okay, getting them to second base might be putting them on this Zoom, might be a three-way call, might be messaging, and Zach Lena building up and telling you what to message back. They've got this thing down to a science on how you respond, so you can get that and just get the person to second base. And maybe if they've watched a video, they've been through your funnel, maybe they've gotten a taste of the sample, they've talked to somebody in the upline or something. Now getting them to third base might be getting them on this Zoom. And then from there, boom, we're ready to hit them home. And then they finally get in, and they either become a customer or they go ahead and become a rep and want to buy wholesale. That's up to them. Don't feel the pressure on your end to have to get everybody in as a rep or have to get them as a customer. No means right, not right now. But what you'll find out is that whether they don't buy, if they don't buy right now, they may buy in 3 weeks, they may buy in 3 months, they may buy in 6 months. Who knows? But as long as you're consistent in your message, you keep talking about it, you keep taking it. Now you're getting your story. You have a ton of other stories as well. I mean, the coffee works too well not to have a bunch of stories. The only way you're not going to have a story is if you just don't get involved, basically, with a lot of it. So I would say keep the main thing. Just get the coffee in people's hands, build that curiosity in people, and then just try to move them up to the next base. It is not about having to go out and hit a home run and sell everybody yourself from that standpoint. Anybody have any questions on that or around that? Does that make sense to everybody? Make it easy?
Hey, Warren, I just want to offer, if it's all right with you guys, just because we've had a great time and great easy results on this. So just to extend my hand out there to everybody, if you want to take down my number, and you can text message me. I'm not very well with answering the phone because I'm always doing something, but on a text message it's a lot easier to communicate. But if you want to take down my number and you had a question and someone messaged you and said, I gave you an objection that you can't overcome, in the sense of, I've looked at other products. Why is yours different? I have great marketing materials to send you guys, great pictures I can share with you. And I've done this with a lot of people on our team, a couple of gals in our team. I'll put one person out there, my sister-in-law, Bailey. I've had a great time with her building the business, and it's been easy because we're working smart and not hard. So working together as a team, you're not on your own on this. That's why, it is a team. We're here to help you guys out. So if you just want to take down my number, and if you had something that you're stumped on, or someone asked you a question, you don't know how to answer it, just send me a text. How would you answer this, Jackie? Zachlina, how would you overcome this question? Or somebody's interested, what should I say now? I have somebody on Facebook that's asking me about the product. What's the best introduction you would give them about the product? And I'll send you exactly what to write. All you got to do is just cut and paste. Cut and paste. That's all you got to do. So my phone number, if you want to take this down, it's 214-793-3239. So again, that's 214-793-3239. Just shoot me a text and just say, hey, Zachlina, this is Dawn, or hey, Zachlina, this is Phil, or, whoever's got my number out there, just so I can save your number on my phone. And then if you had a question, just send me a message, if you're not on your own to figure this out. So we are here as a team to help you guys out and support you, but we can give you some great ideas, make it very simple and easy for you. If you want to go ahead and start doing this on Facebook and want to share your testimonial, or you had somebody that gave you a hard question, or you have someone that is interested and you just don't know how to put an order in, little things like that. If you need anything, just send me a text message, and we're there to help you guys out. So I just wanted to leave that out there for you guys. Again, teamwork makes the dream work. So, I think that's awesome if we can help each other out.
That's fantastic. And don't be, it's funny because I just came from a practice swim meet. So my daughters are in swim team this year down here in Texas, and this is their first. They've never been on swim team. They've been around the water for years. Their grandparents lived down at the Lake of the Ozarks, and they've been around the water and all this stuff. And they thought, they're like, why do we need to be on swim team? We know how to swim. And they're very, they're like fish in the water, but they don't know, how to swim. I do triathlons and I know what it's like to swim and whatnot. So we got them involved, and they're doing very, very well. I couldn't believe it, but they were so nervous, so scared to go to and this was a practice meet. They weren't even competing against anybody except the other kids on the team, but I was having that talk with them. I said, look, anytime you start anything, you're going to be nervous and scared about it because you don't know what to expect. Just understand and manage your expectations, that just go out, have some fun, just do what you can do, and then be okay with the results. But then now we go back and we tweak it. We can look at it from that standpoint. You don't have to have all that pressure on yourself to know this and be perfect about it. And flat out, until you go do it, you don't know how to do it. And you shouldn't expect to know how to do it. And so if you're intimidated to talk to people or worried about it, again, listen to Zachlina, take her up on her advice there, hit her up on Facebook, whatever, and let them help you get through this, because it's just like riding a bicycle. I have so many people that try to get this so perfect, that I'm reading this and I'm doing this and blah, blah, and they never get around to actually getting on the bicycle. Because I don't care how many books you read, how many videos you watch on YouTube, how many courses you take or seminars on how to ride a bicycle, until you get your butt on the bicycle, you'll never know how to do it. I mean, it's just that simple. And when you think of it from that standpoint and understand that when you first get on that bicycle, you're going to fall off. You're not going to be good at it. And that's fine. Laugh at yourself, whatever. Say, well, that was really stupid. I shouldn't have said that. But guess what? Now you just learn from it and you move on. This is how we all learn when we're kids. But somehow when we get older, we forget all that stuff and we get too intimidated and we don't want to get out of our shell and go do it. And so it kind of reminds me of what she's saying right there, that I was having that talk with my 11 and my 8-year-old tonight on, hey, it's okay. I understand you're anxious. You're scared because you don't know what to expect. I said, hey, it's my first meet as a parent. I don't know what to expect either. So let's just go into it. Let's have some fun. Let's see what we can do. And then we'll get a benchmark. And then sure enough, they did great. They had a blast. They were excited at dinner afterwards. They couldn't keep talking about it or quit talking about it. And, but the key was I had videoed what they did. So now we're getting feedback and we can go back and look at what they were doing. So you'll be able to look at it from that standpoint of what you're doing, who you're talking to, how you message them, what you said. So, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. That probably screwed that one up or whatever, but then you can get them later on. Okay. You don't have to be perfect out of the gate. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. And a lot of people forget that later in life. I just noticed that when I'm talking to people, and somebody taught me that a long time ago. So I guess take that for what it's worth.
And then Warren, I just want to add to there's a lot of people had a great month last month, and it was so exciting, and they're off to the races already this month. It's just some of them aren't even on this call because they're busy building, they're busy meeting with people, they're busy giving out samples, and we're really proud of the whole team for doing that. Again, it's just getting the product out there, but kudos to a lot of people that hit bronze level. We've had Bailey that hit, what she hit gold level. We've had some people hit platinum level. You guys are rocking it. It's just a matter of getting it in everybody's hands. So anybody that, is excited to get to those levels too, that's why we're extending our hand out there. Let us help you get there, because it's proven. I mean, people are getting it done, and it's really exciting. So there's events that you can plug into. There's Facebook that you can use. There's samples you can give out. There's phone call follow-ups that you can do. There's messages that you can send. There's a lot of ways to build this business. Invite. That's the key thing about building this business. So I do see some unfamiliar phone numbers on this call right now. And if that's a new guest coming on board to see this, welcome to the team. We're really excited to have you guys on this call. Building this business is simple and easy, just as long as you let the product sell itself. And we're here as a team to help everybody out. So there's a lot of great opportunities with this, and we just want to show you the way and different ways you can build this business. So being on the Zoom call is definitely one of the ways to do that. We've seen a lot of people build humongous teams doing this. So kudos to everybody that's on this Zoom, because that's the first step right there, is being here, being present, and showing up. So I just want to share that with you, Warren.
That's awesome. I also think that, one thing, maybe if you guys want to write some other things down here, a couple exposures to the business are key. Okay. And exposure to the business might be a video, might be sharing a testimonial on your own Facebook page, things like that. So writing down the multiple videos, getting people on the sales funnel that we have. If you guys don't have one of those sales funnels, make sure you get one of those funnels. They're available at happycoffeefunnels.com. Or you can talk to your leaders. Some of the leaders are even doing promotions still, that if you come in at a certain level, they're going to take care of your funnel for you. So reach out, make sure you're getting that sales funnel. Those exposures are going to help you as you gain people. Again, as I talked about, going from first to second to third to home, and thinking of it like a baseball diamond. When you get people around that diamond, have them watch the videos, have them get on one of these Zooms, the sales funnels, have them do a 3-way call and talk to somebody. The testimonials, whatever, all of those are exposures, and they will all push people up the diamond and up to the next base, and eventually get them in as a customer or as a rep if they're interested in selling the product as well. So, those are some different exposures that you'd want to have. So, Mr. Bailey, looks like you've got something you want to say, my friend.
Absolutely. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Guys, at the end of the day, if you knew that you could make $100 for every person you got on this Zoom, just here to be here tomorrow night, or at a minimum, how many people could get a couple people to attend this Zoom just by inviting them out there? By show of hands, you think if you got paid $100 for everyone you got on this Zoom, how many people could get a couple people here tomorrow? Anybody? We paid you $100. Well, guys, at the end of the day, if you get someone on the Zoom, they're going to minimally become a customer. So if they become a customer, you're making $16, right, per customer that you get on board that you pay that monthly. If you do that times 12, that's $192 for one person that just becomes a customer that's on for a year. If they're only on for 6 months, that's $96. At the end of the day, guys, all we got to do is become a professional inviter, get this Zoom here, let the people around the country, our leaders, Phil, Rick, Ryan, Don, everybody here, tell stories about the coffee. What people seem to fail to realize, that it just, it's kind of amazing. Every championship team, whether it's football, baseball, musicians, actors, do the exact same thing to the minute over and 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 over. It's like watching the same movie, Groundhog Day. Well, guess what? It's the same thing. They sing the same song over and over. They write the same script over and over. The football players practice the same play over and over. And that's all we're doing here is helping people become customers of this coffee. But people go, well, there's nothing new. Guys, there isn't anything new. It's about how many people you've exposed this to that's coming on board with this too. So it's exciting to understand that each person that becomes a customer is basically at 6 months is $100 for you. You know, if they become a rep, it gets even more silly from there. But just a simple customer at 6 months into this is $100. How many people wouldn't mind having 1,000 customers? Well, it's just inviting a few people to these Zooms. And Warren, thanks for putting this together for us. I know we're here Monday through Thursday, 8:30. And guys, all you got to do is does anybody have any questions about how to invite people to the Zoom? We're going to be focused, my wife and I both, on getting more people to attend the Zoom as guests so they can see this great opportunity that we have with this great product. So Warren, back to you. And guys, it's that simple and that easy. Let's get some more guests on these Zooms and we can all help a lot of people drink this product, which is most important. And in the meantime, we'll make a little money along the way. Thanks for letting me share, Warren.
Absolutely, buddy. That's good information. And folks, the link is always happycoffeezoom.com. We made it as simple as possible as we could for you. And you can just send that out to people that will automatically get them into this. We're doing the Zoom calls Monday through Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we're going to go through all this and we will have the tools in place for you. Just don't overcomplicate it, as we talked about. Keep the main thing. Build some curiosity, get people exposed to the product, to the coffee, get them some samples, have them buy some samples. Again, I have samples coming in almost every single day now from all of these funnels where people are buying this, and I'm shipping samples all over the country. I'm doing Canada, I'm doing all over the place where people are actually buying samples and we're sending them out on almost a daily basis. So that is in play. Just get more and more people exposed to it, get them invited on here, and then we'll take it from there. You don't have to be, the business is not about you, does not have to be all about you. It can be about the product, and then we can help build your story. You can get a story, and then guess what? 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months down the road, then your team and your reps will be using you and your story so that they can duplicate it themselves and go from there. So we've got a couple events coming up, June 22nd to the 24th. Who's coming down to Dallas? Anybody on here coming down to Dallas? I know you guys are, Bailey's are coming. Whoop, whoop. I don't know if Phil's going to try to make it or Mr. Rick, or if Don can make it. I'm going to be there personally. We're going to be doing trainings on the funnels. We're going to be trainings on the Zooms. We're going to be talking about this coffee. We're going to do all this stuff. We've got tickets to the event. So super excited about coming to that. That's June 22nd through the 24th in Dallas. That's called the Dallas Happy Convention. And who isn't happy coming down to Dallas? I had no idea how awesome it was down here, even though it has been kind of hot. So let's kind of stop there. I'll open it up here again real quick. How about any questions that, as we were talking here, did anybody come up with any questions, any thoughts that came to their mind? I don't think I'm that good. Come on, guys. All right. That's cool. How about let's do a quick testimonial and let's end it on that. So Ryan, do you have a testimonial on this with the coffee and everything that you've been taking?
Well, I've just been taking it for about a week now, and I actually manage a gym and a personal trainer. I've been in fitness my whole life. And as of just drinking it for a week, I've just noticed having that self-control with food and diet that I've been wanting and making it so much easier in my life. And just, I have to come to work full of energy. I mean, there's no other option. I mean, I'm there to energize and pep up people. So obviously I have to be that way too. So this has just made it so much easier to be that way and be happy and be able to be the fittest that I can possibly be, because I'm able to avoid all the junk food. Not that I was eating junk food, but I can really key in my diet the way I wanted to. And my results are amazing. And I'm finally like, this is the easiest it's ever been in my life to be how I want to be. So
that's awesome. And it's very, very true. We hear that all the time. I felt that personally. The same thing where you just don't have those cravings. It's just weird. You just don't kind of feel hungry. It's
right. It's so Nice.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's this been my whole life?
Right. Exactly. I know my husband competes in bodybuilding shows, and I've been around that for so long. And so I'm always looking to lose that struggle with that last 5 pounds, because
Yep.
I'm almost there, but not quite. And now I'm there. And it's like, wow, this is the first time in how many years that I've tried to get to that point, and I'm finally there. And it's amazing.
Awesome. That is fantastic. Well, thanks so much for sharing.
You bet.
All right. How about you, Don? Do you how long you been taking the coffee and all that so far?
Well, in the first 6 weeks, I lost 21 pounds of unnecessary Dawn. And I'm real happy with the progress I've been making, and also the people that I've introduced to the program. So I'm a happy camper out here in the West.
Wow. Well, congratulations. Good for you. So let me ask you just a follow-up question. Did you do anything different? You didn't go run a marathon or join an Ironman or anything?
I haven't done a marathon in about 35 years and about 35 pounds ago. But yes, what was different was I forgot all about food. In my first 2 days, I only ate 2 meals and didn't even think about it. No cravings, no desires to eat at a certain time. It was just complete freedom, and I recommend it to everybody.
Wow, that's a great way of putting it. Brian was just talking about it as well. You forget about food. I mean, I think that's a good way of putting it. So I like that. I think I'm going to steal that and use that. So, well, thanks, Don. Thanks so much for sharing. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. And that's just fantastic, folks. Guys, I love all the stories that we keep hearing about this coffee and what it is doing for people and how it is changing people's lives. And it's just story after story after story of people that are losing weight, that are forgetting about food. They just don't have those cravings anymore. Again, I felt it personally myself as well. So it's very, very cool to be a part of this team, to be a part of this company as well. So let's end the call. Let's work on getting 2 people on tomorrow night's Zoom at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let's work on building that curiosity, getting people to see the videos, getting people to see the sales funnel, getting them to be on the Zoom tomorrow night. Everything. Make sure you're working on and work on inviting 3, 4, 5, 10 people, and let's working on getting at least 2 on personally. Because just like Mr. Bailey was talking about, if you were going to get paid $100 for every person that ended up on this Zoom tomorrow night, how many people could you get? And he made it very simple. All you have to do is get 1 customer, and that can end up being that $100 bill in your pocket in a very, very short amount of time. So same bat time, same bat channel, happycoffeezoom.com tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be on here. Mr. Bailey will be on here. We'll all be on here. We will be talking about Elevosity. We'll be talking about the Happy Coffee team, and why we are the most passionate team about happy coffee and Elevosity on the planet. So thanks so much for being on, guys, tonight. You going to say anything, Steve?
Yeah, thanks for everyone attending. We appreciate you guys, and let's rock the house tomorrow with each bring a couple guests, and let's start building this from 6 to multiplying 6 and 6 and 6 and 6, and here we go. We're off to the races.
Perfect. Awesome, guys. Have a great night. Thanks so much.
Good night.
Good night.